Hey, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to say, Kal La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash, which means give our praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahushai, which is our Lord and Savior, and to the Holy Spirit. The third Masanakabala Azikarim, Shayas Allah, which means give the honors to the elders of Israel, which is the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach everywhere. Shalom, Rahal Bachaya, Shayas Allah, which means peace and love to the elect of Israel. And coming back again through the spirit power of Yahweh Shemashah, Ba'ashem V'cha Kodash with another lesson. I'm brother Anai from the GMX Memphis Count. Basically on this lesson, just on this article from CBS News. The name of this article is Fauci says U.S. may face dark winter, but it can be avoided if Americans are blank to a very high degree. And this was published September the 23rd, year 2021, the year hastening in our Lord Yahweh Shemashah. So I'm going to give some precepts around this article. I'm going to read some of it. So this, the nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, says the U.S. could be facing another dark winter, though this can be avoided if Americans get blank to a very high degree in the coming months. On the Takeout podcast this week, Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett recalled that in late 2020, President Biden had warned that the U.S. was headed for a very dark winter because of the rising DVOC cases. He asked Fauci if the prevalence of the blank and the 7 million Americans still refusing a blank could result in the same forecast this winter. You know, if we don't get people blank who need to be blank, and we get that conflating with an influenza season, we could have a dark, bad winter, Fauci, the chief medical advisor to President Biden, said. So this is the time we are coming into. Another dark winter, a very bad dark winter. It's dark winter 2.0. So it said, however, we could also avoid a dark, bad winter if we get people blanket to a very high degree over the next several weeks to a month or two, Fauci also said, adding that there's no room for politicians for blanks in a public health crisis. So, right, man. So that's pretty much it on that, man. Pretty much it. The highlights, summary. So, right. So, a dog winter 2.0 is coming. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. That's the point. Those that look out of the windows be darkened, meaning what? Your future. When you people expect a beautiful holiday season this year, stop expecting that because your future is dark. You know, it's darkness, man. You know? So stop looking out the window thinking you're going to have a good Christmas this year. You know, don't save your money to buy a Christmas gift, you know, because it's going to be bad. A dark winter 2.0. This is Isaiah 8:21. And that shall pass through it, hardly bestead and hungry. And it shall come to pass, meaning what? Prophecy. It shall come to pass that when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves, right? You know, temper tantrums. They shall fret themselves and curse their king and their power and their God and look upward, right? You're going to cuss Sleeper Joe, you know, your president out because they're who you voted for. So you're going to cuss him out and you're going to cuss your God out. And you people God are Sezue, Borgia, or a.k.a. Jesus Christ. That's the God you believe in. or whoever it may be, Allah, Muhammad, Buddha, you're going to cuss them. Why? Because your power ain't providing. Your power ain't feeding you, man. And what else? And they should look unto the earth and behold, trouble and darkness, dimness of anguish, and they should be driven to darkness, right? Because this is the time we come into, darkness. A dark winter, man. Bad times, Jacob trouble. The book of Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it, right? He should be saved out of it is who? The remnant of the nation of Israel. The Israelite, the remnant, the elect, the 144,000, the chosen. He gonna be saved out of it. Out of what? Trouble, darkness, evil times. Because Jacob represents you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and also to the Israelite foreigners who's been scattered amongst the countries, whose spirit goes back to Israelite, man. This is going to be our trouble. And this, another shutdown is about to come. Another dark winter is about to come. So Jacob trouble is right up the street. It said that none is like it, right? You can't even compare it to slavery. That's how bad it's going to get, man. You see? You're going to be roasting slavery, man. So, hey, let's grab, what's that? Matthew 24:21. For then should be great tribulation, such as it was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever should be, right? Great tribulation. And except those days should be sure, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days should be shown, right? He should be saved out of it. The elect, that's who the Lord only cares about, is the elect, his remnant, man. Daniel 12:1. In that time should Micah stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. Thy people is the Israelites. And there should be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time, that people should be delivered. Who? He should be saved out of it. The remnant, Lord willing, part of that number. At that time, that people should be delivered. And everyone that should be found written in the book, right? Because evil times, Jacob's trouble is coming. Remember he said he had but a short time. The devil should come down upon you. Let's grab it. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time, right? A short time to do what? Accomplish his NWO. The devil is being Esau Edom, the wicked elites, because devil means deceiver. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, meaning the people. He said, rejoice, ye heavens. It's speaking of who? Yahweh Shemashah, the angels, and us, the elect. Lord willing, we are the elect number, but we are supposed to be rejoicing. Why? Because prophecy is speaking. Prophecy is coming to pass. And this devil is upset. He should come down having great wrath. And this right here is part of him having great wrath. Mandatory devok, Mandatory on the juicy job, man. You see? The juicy juice, man. You see? Because this is really speaking about you people, our people. Because now we became the face of this. Moab not the face of the devok no more. We are. So, right. The second Ezra 6:22. And suddenly should the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses should suddenly be found empty, right? When you walk into your local neighbor grocery store, your local market, supermarket, whatever, Walmart, whatever, you're not going to see anything on the shelf. Just like it was in 2020, man. People fighting over tissue and ramen noodles. Hey, this time is over, man. Out there on the West Coast, the cargo ships back up, man. So this the time we're coming into. Let's jump down to 24. No, let's keep going. And the trumpet should give a sound which when every man hear it, they should be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand and fill with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Right? Friends shall fight one against another like enemies, man. Why? Because of the lack of food. Let's grab that one. It's gonna get so bad out here. You can start at 14, but let's jump down to verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities should be troubled, their houses should be destroyed, and men should be afraid. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their houses with the sword, meaning the gun, and spoil their goods. Why? Because of the lack of bread, meaning what? The lack of food, also money, and for great tribulation, because this is the time we're coming into, darkness, dark times, evil times, man. And best believe the Lord is controlling this, man. The Lord said he created good, he created evil. He created light, he created darkness. Should there be evil in the city and the Lord had not done it? So the Lord planned this, man, for you people. What it said, for great mystery, 2 Ezra 8 and 50. For many great mysteries should be done to them that in the latter time should dwell in the world. Right, in the latter time, meaning what? The end time. Was it known this first peerless time should come in the book of Timothy? Dangerous times, this is the time we're coming into. And then it said, through much tribulation should we enter into the kingdom of heaven. So we got to go through this. It's in 2 Ezra 8 and 50. For many great mysteries should be done to them that in the latter time, it said to them, to who? The wicked. And ultimately, the 2/3, I'm going to grab scripture on that, but it said, for many great mysteries should be done to them that in the latter times should dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right? Our people walk in great pride, man. Well, because the proud is in rulership of Esau Edom, man. So they chose his ways. But let's grab the book of Sirach, just to show you that, hey, this is for the wicked. Bear with me. This is Sirach 39. You know what? Let me just type it in. This is Sirach 40. Let's start at 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood, right? Is it these things that we coming into is for the wicked, not for us. Remember the Lord prayed that let's just grab and let the scriptures do the talking. John 17 and 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. Right? So the Lord prayed for us to keep us safe from the evil, from the calamities that is coming upon the earth. The Lord prayed for us, man. You see? He said the angels, just let the scriptures do the talking. I'll praise you to Yahweh Shai. It said the angel of the Lord camped around about them that fear him and deliver them. Right? These things are created for the wicked, man. So when your stomach touching your back, just know that because the Lord wants your stomach to touch your back. Wants your stomach, wants you to starve to death, man. But for us, we are going to eat. We are going to be taken care of, man. Let's grab Isaiah 65 and 13. I'll give it and end it. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. And this is the time we coming into, man. Woe unto you that laugh now, but you should cry later. But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? We're going to be rejoicing, man. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So, right, so Loading Up Bruce edified you going in on that. That a Dark Winter 2.0 is coming, man. Jacob Troubles is right up the street. It's not around the block no more, not around the corner. Evil Times is right up the street, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edified. Keep on praying, keep on pushing, and keep on doing. So with that, once again, give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemashai Ba'ashem V'cha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who teach and will wear. Peace and love to the elect with that. Shalom, Kwam Nasha Allah wa Baba.